My guest is Ronda Candy from Martha's Table. Good to see you again.
Hi, Donna. How are you?
Good, doing great, doing great. So, big news is you've got cooking classes coming up.
We're really excited about it. It's on the 26th of April. We're going to do breakfast burritos, which are good for any time of the day, not just breakfast. And the twist with this class, people that attend get to take home the basic ingredients to recreate the same meal at home. Yeah,
Good
so we're really
idea.
excited. And that's thanks to the Cataract Way Kingston Rotary. They've supported this program with funds. So it's quite an exciting event coming up.
Because you have a big kitchen there, like you could accommodate a lot of people around some of those counters.
We do have a large kitchen. We're going to be hosting it in one of our new dining rooms.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to have it set up where we can cook and view at the same time. Yeah.
So what goes into a breakfast burrito?
Well, you know what? Those kind of things are really accepting of a lot of different ingredients. We're going to put in red peppers, onions, and a garlic powder, cheese, eggs, some milk.
Okay.
And then you just wrap it in a fajita wrap and you're good.
Little nice hot salsa on the side. And
Oh, nice.
you are set.
Yeah, but you can put anything that you have.
Yeah, that's
Open the
true.
fridge and see what's in there.
Yeah.
Why not grated carrots? Right? It could be anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mushrooms, like
Mushrooms.
anything, any leftovers, just get
Yeah.
rid of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they make this, and the idea is that this becomes like a go-to recipe for people. That's not horribly expensive, not uses up a lot of leftovers.
Yeah.
Is that the?
It is, and they get familiar with cooking. You don't need a lot of equipment. You can do it in one pan, right? So you
Nice.
can, do it easily. And as you say, best part is it's cost effective and leftover friendly.
I can't beat that.
Yeah.
You could probably make a bunch and freeze them, and then
You
I
you
think.
could. Eggs, you'd have to. They get a little watery.
Oh, do they?
But
Okay.
but you know what? Don't put it in a wrap. Just have it on a plate.
That's true too.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of cost effectiveness,
Yeah.
it's becoming it still. We talk about this
Yeah.
every time,
Yeah.
but
Unfortunately, it's still a problem.
it sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are some of the tricks that you teach people to just cut back? Save a little bit at the cash register.
Well, there's a lot of things you can do. If you're going to get groceries, inventory your fridge and your cupboard, see what you have. I like to make a menu. I'm not always that organized. Don't be hating me. But it's a really good plan to say, okay, today we're going to have breakfast burritos. Tomorrow we're going to have stew and so on. Then you have an idea of what you need. Then you go to the grocery store. When you get to the grocery store, have your list in hand, because I'm a little impulsive. So the outside ring of the grocery store has a lot of frozen and fresh items. The aisles will have all your non-perishables, typically. So you can make your lap around or go up and down the aisles, whatever way you want to start. But just be mindful of the placement of things. If you're looking for savings, I don't know what statistics are on this, but I have found eye level on the shelves are going to be a little more expensive than the higher and the lower. So if you look up and look down, you may find some savings. They put prominent things where they want you to see them. So
Right. And processed. Number one, it's loaded with salt, sugar,
Yep.
and a whole bunch of things. Secondly, somebody's got to pay for the labor in doing that processing. So the less processing.
yeah,
So, and that's going to be the outer perimeter.
that's the ring. Yeah,
You avoid the frozen dinners and the frozen entrees and
yeah,
they're expensive.
right.
There's really not enough food there, so
Right.
it's not enough even for a meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, and if you look in the vegetable section, you can get, like, say, a spaghetti squash, and that goes a long ways, and it's kind of a fun item to cook. Or you can get frozen vegetables in the frozen section.
Right.
But as you say, the prepared dinners, they're not your friend. But
Yeah, I know they're on sale.
Yeah.
If they're on sale, grab a few, throw them
Yeah.
in the freezer. Yeah.
offset it maybe with some salad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Something I admit I do is I breeze past the 50% off. You know, it's vegetables that they're still fine, and I go right home and I cut them up, throw them in the freezer. They're fine.
Beautiful.
There's nothing wrong. Like a cauliflower that's just starting to get a little tinge of brown.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Absolutely. Cut it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then throw it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And what I do with that is when I make mashed potatoes, I make half with cauliflower and half with mashed
Very
potatoes.
smart.
And it, I can't really tell the difference anymore, but it, fewer calories, you know, and all that. And
Yep,
get
absolutely.
Some more different vitamins.
If you're dealing with fussy family, fussy eaters, that's a great way to get some varied nutrition. Once I put artichoke hearts in spaghetti sauce. I had them and it was just, what do I do with these? And I pureed them, they disappeared. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. You just don't tell people. Because then they immediately say, I don't like artichokes, and that's the end of that.
That's
it.
Really.
You
Yep,
just
they
tell
don't
them.
know.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. You know, in the harvest season, zucchini fritters and things like that, so healthy and tasty. It's a nice option.
Yeah, absolutely,
So.
absolutely. A lot of things are not as complicated to make as you think they're going to be.
Yep.
Like one I've never quite got is pancake mix. I've never quite grasped the point of pancake mix.
Well,
it's flour and baking powder.
I have to admit, I have some in my cupboard. But you know, you're right. It's really not complicated. It's the same with the cake. You know, when you get things going, it's flour, you know, baking powder, salt, some vanilla, you know, and you're done. Really, there's not a lot of things in it, but I think there's something that's just, it says this is going to be easy. This is going to be fast. But when you use those things, you don't know all of the ingredients. If you're making something from scratch yourself, you can control what goes in it. So if anybody has food allergies or trying to eat in a different way, definitely do what you do. Don't go for the mix.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't get the point because you're still having to put an egg in and all the rest of the stuff. So what's the point of the mix, really?
That's true.
Right. Yeah. The other one is spaghetti sauce. It is not complicated to make spaghetti sauce.
It's not.
It really isn't.
It's not.
You know, diced tomatoes are, you know, they're usually, you get them on sale, the cans of diced tomatoes, and then there's the paste. I mean, it's really,
Right.
and you use up a lot of stuff out of your cupboard too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So thinking of using things up in your cupboards, when you're making a dinner, if you cook a little extra, you can plan ahead for a quick prepared lunch. Save the expense of buying your lunch.
Oh, lunches are so expensive now. It's
right.
like $15-20.
Yeah.
Easy to, you know, and multiply that times 5 days a week. Wow.
Right?
That adds
Right.
up.
And it controls your content too. What are you eating?
Yeah.
Are you rushing out to buy something that you probably shouldn't have? Or you're having a healthy choice that was your dinner last night or
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just take some leftovers. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Or leftovers make a great stew or soup.
Oh, they
you know,
do,
so
absolutely.
a whole other meal from your leftovers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
So back to the cooking lessons. 26th of April.
Yes.
People register ahead of time.
Yes, there are limited spots.
Okay.
There's only a few left, so if
Oh,
anyone's
okay.
interested, yeah. And there's room for people to observe in-house, but they won't have the take-home packages, which are the exciting part of the program.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
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 We're going to have another one May 28,
Okay.
and we'll do rice and kebabs and things like that. So,
Oh, that's a good meal too.
yeah.
Darn, sounds good.
Yeah. Cooking can be easy. That's the whole
it
point.
Can. Yeah.
And
I think
affordable.
Yeah.
Even
It's-
today.
It's a little intimidating, but you kind of get
Yeah.
past that, and it's not so bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming in today.
Thanks for having us.